What's poppin', y'all? This is Deidre with One Shot Game. You already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to help improve your overall life. The choice is yours. Whether you see, short-term goals or long-term goals. Like, I encounter a lot of people who don't have no goals at all. So before I get into the title of my video, I want to give a big shout out to all my supporters. You guys are great. So listen, the title of this video is going to be on the fact that I just want to be a motivational type of person that can help people see beyond the veil of the standard living of life. You know what I'm saying? Listen, in the city I come from, Sacramento, California, a lot of us live day to day. You know what I'm saying? We don't have no short-term goals. We don't have no long-term goals. We don't have no goals at all. Like, you ask certain people about their goals and how they see their life in the future, they get mute. They have nothing to say. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of times that is stunted because of the traumas we hide behind. You know what I'm saying? The things that we're running from. So we can't expand our vision long term because we're still stuck in yesterday, 2 years ago, 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's kind of like I do these videos and I'm not letting up. I'm stepping on the gas because at some point, you know what I'm saying, somebody gonna see the vision, and it's gonna push and elevate everybody to move forward. Like, you know what, that's you know what I'm saying, it's a clean vision. Let me do the healing I need to do for myself, so therefore I can move in a certain direction I'm trying to move in, so I can think long term. You have a lot of people that'll talk to you about long-term goals. You have a lot of people that'll talk to you about what they're going to do, but they never do it. They stay stuck, running nowhere fast, and all they're doing is talking. Nobody is actually putting the work and the action in. And I think the reason why that is, well, I believe from personal experience, the reason why that is because we're too plagued by our traumas and the things that we have not yet healed. So it stops us from thinking outside of the box because we so stressed about, you know what I'm saying, what we dealing with and how it's never going to end. Listen, I'm a prime example and a faithful believer in the fact that when you operate from the heart, you become absent from the body. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I'm in a city where everybody's physical appearance and what everybody has is what stabilizes them as a person. That's what gets you notoriety. That's what gets you known. That's how everybody know you as, is because you got some money and you got some clout. Now listen, I'm not knocking that, but I'm choosing to take it a different route. You know what I'm saying? I've had the jewels, I've had the cars on 22s, I've had the apartments, I've had the jewelry, I've had the clothes, I've had the grills, I've had all that. You know what I'm saying? But in order to, you know what I'm saying, expand your reach, you have to be rich in the spirit first. You have to visualize what you want in your head, map it out, write it out, plan it, believe in it. Have positive affirmations to help you go where you're trying to go. Listen, being that I'm from the city that I'm from, I've seen a lot of people have stuff, and then in 4 to 5 months, they no longer have that stuff anymore. They already got some new, or you know what I'm saying, they don't got what they had. And so it's kind of like I'm trying to figure out what's stopping people from going forward and progressing. You know what I'm saying? Because somehow they seem to get stuck right here at level 3 and they can't move forward. You know what I'm saying? I know some bosses. I know some people who on their money game. I know some people who got, strong mental skills as far as when it comes to operating certain plays and getting things done. But for whatever reason, they cannot seem to break out of that level 3. They stay at level 3. You know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of like, we're bigger than that. It's more to us than, you know what I'm saying, level 3. So why are we still stuck at level 3? Why do we talk about what we want to do, but we never chase it? We never go forward. You know what I'm saying? Listen, in 2020, I seen so many independent businesses because of COVID and we had to stay in the house. You know what I'm saying? People operated and dominated their own pop-up shops. You know what I'm saying? And most people get distracted by life that they shut them all down. Listen, the biggest person that I seen didn't give up and kept going forward, and she is now a success, is big shout out to Z Jewelers. You know what I'm saying? She's a big jeweler in the city of Sacramento. She took it to Atlanta. She is now booming in the game because she didn't give up on her vision. You know what I'm saying? And she had a kid in the process. So she should be motivation to help y'all believe that if you believe in what you're doing and your vision, never give up, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to outsmart the opposition and the distraction so you can keep going. I supported clothing lines. I supported, you know what I'm saying, people with their ideas. I supported everything. I was into everything that everybody was doing because it was different. If I like it and I'm into it, I'm going to buy it for sure. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like, okay, we only got so far and then something happened. They don't talk about it. They don't explain nothing. It just disappeared out of nowhere. And then you get to asking them questions about it. They got every excuse in the book for why they didn't go where they were supposed to take it. Just imagine if you would have stayed to it. You know what I'm saying? The ideas that would have came up in your brain to expand your reach. But people are too busy in flooding their mind with thoughts of the past. Thoughts of stagnancy right then and there. You know what I'm saying? And that's what keeps a lot of people trapped. A lot of people can't move forward because we are plagued with trauma. And you know what I'm saying? The things that happened years, decades ago that affected us and put us in this stronghold to where it's almost like the whole city of Sacramento is under a curse. Nobody is allowed to be who they want to be. Nobody is allowed to have their own individuality. It's almost like we're all hurt. We all got to think we ain't shit. And we all just got to stay in this mind frame of basic living. And that's it. That's crazy and it's beyond me. And I just want to be a voice for people to understand. It is a way that you can make a way for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just think of understanding the fact that sometimes you have to learn the game from people. Sometimes you can't expand your reach because you have no one teaching you how to expand your reach. So your thinking is only low level. And all you think about is the stresses of the past and, you know what I'm saying, the things that hurt you, that you can't even think long term in the spirit of what you could do if you did this. How could you feel me, double up on this? How could you make money off of this? You feel me? Because everybody is short term. What I got right now, how I look right now is who I'm trying to impress. Listen, excuse my language, these people don't give a fuck about you. You feel me? If you got a goal and you trying to chase it, listen, if it comes with ups and downs, period. If you got to be stripped of everything you had and everything you knew, but you still focused on the mission and the goal, I promise you, at some point when it's ready to take off and it come across the right hands, you know what I'm saying? Somebody will offer you an opportunity to be able to take it further. You know what I'm saying? You just got to not quit, not give up, because you never know your reach if you give up because you ain't selling shirts in Sacramento, because you locally driving around to your partners trying to sell shirts instead of thinking of new ideas of, let me put this on offer up. Let me go here and advertise this. Let me do this. Let me do this. And then you can't even think like that because you too stressed out about your baby mama and how she not helping you with the kids and how you feel me, got to work extra hard to take care of this. You stressed out because you worried about somebody else and how they living and the direction they life going, and you worried about what they got going on over there, that you can't even focus on you. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between me and most people. And I'm not saying it like I'm better than nobody, because I'm not. I had to work through my own demons too. But maybe, you know what I'm saying, if we follow the mission and me keep talking, at some point somebody gonna be like, you know what, let me heal so I can go further ahead in life. Let me heal what I need to heal, what I've been running from my whole life, trying to impress people, you know what I'm saying, and put on an image and get rid of things that no longer serve me and watch how my life blossom. At some point, you know what I'm saying, somebody, the light's gonna click on and somebody gonna be like, listen, how come her life is like this and we stressing over here about this? It's obviously something we ain't doing right. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I'm going through whatever I'm going through because I'm doing it a different way. I love nice things. I love money. But I also believe that in the city that I'm from, that is the image for people to hide behind their trauma. That is the image for people to hide behind the things that really hold them back in life. So if I have money and I look good and I got the freshest stuff, you won't even be able to see the real person that I deal with on a daily when I'm at home. And that person is the one that's keeping you, holding you back from creating the life you wish to live for yourself. And that's the part that I hope people would understand and take from this video. I had to work on her. And because I had to work on her means I had to be stripped of everything I had, because of the simple fact when I had it, I was blind to what people were really going through, because we taking trips, we going out, we spending money. I'm not really able to pay attention to what's really going on for real in people's mentals, because we're having a ball, we're spending money, and that's how the two get confused. You start to operate out of, you feel me, money, out of being flashy, out of presenting yourself to people because you about money. You sell your soul to the money. And if you don't got it, it depletes from your image, so you'll do whatever you can to get it. Listen, I'm not about that. Who I am and what you see is what you get. You know what I'm saying? And I believe in faith. I believe in hope. I believe that, you know what I'm saying, if you believe in what you're promoting, you decide to take the right avenues and you keep pushing, you clear-minded, you're not worried about, you feel me, the normal food and water and shelter, your mind becomes clear. You get rid of all the excess distractions, your mind becomes clear, and you can easily, you feel me, push forward on your goal. You can easily excel on where you're trying to go, because I know for a fact that everything I'm talking about on my videos is not being talked about on social media. I know that for a fact. You know what I'm saying? And people are probably wondering, like, how the hell she go from this person to that person? You want to know why? Because I had to do the healing work. And when you're doing healing work, there's no money involved in that. You know what I'm saying? I can't heal if I'm too busy, you feel me, covering up my scars with $100 bills. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, though. I could see, you feel me, if I've never had nothing in life. I've had everything that everybody could possibly have, if not more. You know what I'm saying? And for whatever reason, at some point, it was stripped. I'm tired of having stuff and then losing it. So it must mean something in my mental is not working and operating right, because I keep having to start over. I'm tired of starting over. It gets repressive. It's like, why can I not, you feel me, keep what I got and build off of it and build more? You know what I'm saying? Because some of the programming that's needed to even think long term like that is you have to work on who you are. Otherwise, you can't think out the box. All you think about is poverty. All you think about is no food, no shelter. You feel me? I got to do this to put on an image for this, that you can't even think about long term, long range. And when you do, you think of it as impossible. It's just something you talking about. Your physical life, you can't even do what you need to achieve to get there. So you just keep talking about what you're going to do. But in reality, you living day to day. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Listen, let's stop talking about it and actually be about it. And for the city that I'm in, I love my city to death, is the fact that most of us don't even think outside of the box. I've asked people, a lot of people, what are your goals? What do you see yourself doing? If you didn't have to, you feel me, do this, what would you do? Nothing. Crickets. Nothing. But I bet if you tell them, come on, let's go to the club and pop some bottles, they with it. They would listen. That you can't you can't think long term. If you're focused on short term, you're focused on only where your mind stops you at. To be able to open your mind to bigger possibilities for you in your life is the fact that you have to heal your trauma first. You know what I'm saying? You have to stop hiding your wounds behind money. You have to stop hiding your wounds behind trying to show out for other people that don't listen. I'm gonna be real. I don't care who's your brother, your sister, your mama, your daddy, and real over them. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna think about what they need to do to put themselves first. So why the fuck are you worried about what they are doing? Why do you even care of how they're moving in life? Why does it bother you so much? That's because you've been putting on an image of worrying about what other people think about you. I'm the type of person, I've healed so much trauma in myself to where I don't care what nobody thinks about me. You know what I'm saying? I'm operating from the heart. Everything I do is from the heart. I put in the background work. You know what I'm saying? But you got to think about it. People will not understand your journey and the things you have done to get to where you at because it's not their journey. So you could explain it to them 50 million times. They could have even took the walk with you. They cannot see that. It is now no longer rolled in their Rolodex at all. You know what I'm saying? Because all they're focused on is, ooh, I got to get the money so I can show off. I can look good. I could present to people that I got it like that, instead of trying to do the mental work that is required to take that money that you earn and make a bigger investment so that you can get more money, because you're too busy trying to impress people. That's your short-term goal, impressing people, because you're worried about what people think of you. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm just trying to help people understand that you can expand your mind the moment you lose restraint and lose control. Stop trying to control things. Stop trying to make people see you a certain way. Stop trying to, you know what I'm saying, live up to what people think of you, and live up to what you think of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's only going to be about you. And it's a way you can do it to have a kind heart, show love, show appreciation, but never put yourself last for nobody. I don't care who it is, because some people live for that. You know what I'm saying? They want you to think bottom feeder of yourself while they level up on your energy. You know what I'm saying? And now they look like the boss while you middle grade and you need them. Listen, don't need nobody. Don't have no attachments to nobody. Let it go. Depend on yourself. If it's hurting you, if it's draining you, you know what I'm saying? We're in a period in time now where if it drains you, if it leaves you and you tired, if it's around you and it's draining you, if it's around you and it's not agreeing with you and it's making you tired, you don't have no energy, it's not for you. Completely let it go. Because if you don't, you cannot even think long term, because you're in a short term box with somebody that wants to keep you in a short term box mentally on purpose. You know what I'm saying? To elevate means you have to think long term for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you're going to have to let certain people go. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm in a city. I'm just going to be real. A lot of us grew up not feeling valid within. So most of us are in relationships with people we don't have no intention on being in long term. We just traumatized and think that's all we worth. Listen, absolutely not. You absolutely not. I think and know that in the future, I'm going to be with somebody that matches my energy. Not just a person I present to them on the outside. You know what I'm saying? Because when you go to sleep at night, that's really who you got to see. Not the cars, not the jewels, not the shoes, not none of that. It's the person that they are when they go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking forward to bonding with somebody like that in the future. Not somebody that just want to sleep with me. You know what I'm saying? Or not somebody that just want to suck me dry and then dump me when it's convenient and move on in life. Like, we have that mentality in Sacramento, and it's in a lot of people. So when you start to think outside the box and you start to see yourself elevated and in a brighter space, you know what I'm saying? People get jealous. You know what I'm saying? They get mad because they can't think that far. You can. It's just you're refusing to let go of the things that hold you back. If you know it's something is no good for you, let it go. Put boundaries on it. Stop letting it suck you back in, because that's what's helping you stay in this limited box. You know what I'm saying? Listen, as a kid, everybody had something they was into and they figured out they was good at it. It's time to get back to that little kid state. You know what I'm saying? And chase your dreams so we can plan something long term. But you got to understand, a lot of people in the city I'm from, we are grown, but our emotions are childlike, and we have to switch that. You know what I'm saying? And get your emotions out of the wounded little kid and elevate into the adult that you are. And once you do that, you feel me, you'll have a balance between both. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to have something you believe in without letting somebody put you down or tell you it's dumb or it's stupid, and now you don't even go forward with what you're trying to do. You feel me? Listen, everything in life is an energy exchange. Listen, I'm gonna just be real. I don't see nobody in SAC as bosses right now. I don't see nobody that's just making an excess amount of money and they are, you feel me, 20 steps ahead of where they were 10 years ago. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? But I believe the reason why that is because of the trauma that we have that is stopping us from even thinking outside the box. You know what I'm saying? We only worried about the low level stuff. Who's talking to whoop-de-whoop? Who got issues with whoop-de-whoop? Who fighting? You know what I'm saying? Somebody trying to hold me down. That, listen, all that is booty. It's time to elevate off of that and think long term. You know what I'm saying? Let's get out of these apartments and elevate to some houses. You know what I'm saying? Let's not have to be worried about month to month to month. You feel me? Let's be able to dodge the opposition. You know what I'm saying? But you got to get rid of that trauma first. And the only way to get rid of that is that you have to let go of everything that no longer serves you. I don't care how much it hurts you. I don't care what type of vision you had set out for it. Let it go. Let it go. You feel me? And focus on yourself. I had to. And listen, it was the best thing I ever did in my life, because I wouldn't be where I'm at today if I was attached to people who really wasn't attached to me like I was to them. So really, they was draining me while I was pouring into them. So I had no time to really focus on chasing a dream, because I was too busy giving my energy to people that didn't want me to make it out of the box, because they're still stuck in whatever trauma they're stuck in. And the mission was to keep me stuck there through whatever. You know what I'm saying? Physical things, whether it's intercourse, money, taking trips, all the physical stuff. You feel me? To where I was like, all right, well, I capsize off my dream. You feel me? And let me stay more intertwined into what this physical level stuff, until it was stripped from me and I didn't have no choice. And even when I was going through healing myself in the process, you know what I'm saying, I was still recording videos. You feel me? People don't want to do interviews with me. Fine. You feel me? I'm going to still keep going. And I'm going to do it myself. Because I got me. You know what I'm saying? I asked people to do videos. And the people that did do videos with me in the beginning, much respect to y'all. But it was also people who I asked who claimed they wanted to be involved and didn't want to be involved. That showed me a lot. You know what I'm saying? So then I started to be like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it myself. You know what I'm saying? I believe in my vision. I believe in the message I'm spreading. Everybody's not talking about it, to where it's so brand new. Everybody is into the gossip, into the drama, into the fighting, into the who cheated on who, whose baby daddy is who. You feel me? Like all the drama that keeps people stuck and only thinking that's what life is. Everybody getting cheated on. Everybody struggling. It's more to life than that. But you got to be able to aim higher. And if you have nobody teaching you or motivating you to heal, to aim higher for yourself, where do you think you're going to get that mind state from? Nowhere. You're going to stay stuck in your apartment, going to work every day, you feel me, making ends meet, because you don't believe that you can be anything other than that. I have a vision. I have hope. I'm in a childlike state. I believe that if you believe in it and you have faith and you don't quit and you keep going, you feel me, at some point you're going to reach a certain type of, you feel me, opportunity that's going to take off. It just take one yes. You're going to get a lot of no's before you get that one yes. I even was hustling and had that same approach. You know what I'm saying? And it worked every time. I had been out there for hours. You know what I'm saying? And I was kept just, you know what, just stay. You're going to get a bunch of no's before you get one yes. You feel me? And it worked out like that by having that faith and that hope. You know what I'm saying? We lost faith and hope a long time ago in whatever trauma we got hurt in. And that's what's stopping a lot of people. That's what's keeping a lot of people stuck. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference between me and others. Like, there's no reason for you to be jealous. There's no reason for you to have animosity. There's no reason for you to be envious. You feel me? You just didn't have the tools you needed to help you grow. And it kept you stagnant. So maybe if you learn and try to operate in whatever is in your journey for you and let it go and focus on your mission, watch you excel and take off. You feel me? The universe has an incredible way of being there when you least expect it. You know what I'm saying? And making sure everything works out for you, to where your mind is in a mentally safe space, to where you can be able to come up with the ideas to expand your reach on whatever it is you're creative in. I'm a living example, period. You know what I'm saying? And people get mad and envious, and I have to understand and realize a lot of people are still stuck in that mental by state, and they don't want to learn. They're incapable of learning. Whether whoever is the teacher, whether they keep giving up on themselves, whether they never, you feel me, see themselves breaking out of the box, it's all up to them. You know what I'm saying? So listen, something I learned while being on vacation is you have to be the change you wish to see. So therefore, I'm going to stand on everything I'm doing. I'm going to keep pushing it. I'm going to keep recording. I'm going to keep making videos. You know what I'm saying? And very hopeful and believing in myself and knowing that what I'm talking about, you feel me, is the motive and the message for a lot of people who are stuck in their everyday traumas and can't think of themselves going anywhere far. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to show you how an ex-felon, a late high school graduate, a mother, you know what I'm saying, a living in the hood, coming from poverty, on welfare, CPS cases, like, has a vision and is not going to give up until she gets to where she's going. Period, point blank. You know what I'm saying? But being in a healthy mind state is what's going to help me get there. I'm no longer held back by the things I went through. I outsmarted the opposition and I got through it. And I'm where I'm at now. So you can do the same. You know what I'm saying? I don't just talk about it. I actually be about it. For real, for real. I stand on everything that I'm about. But you have to understand, you got to outsmart the people that don't want to see you grow because they can't. You know what I'm saying? So they're instantly going to throw a dagger at you all the time. And the more they throw daggers, they just don't realize you're becoming stronger. You're realizing how to elevate and heal yourself and process your reactions so that you're not stuck in the same place you once were. You know what I'm saying? I know and come to realize that everybody I was invested in didn't really care about themselves. So they didn't care about what they were doing with others. And they always thought everybody was going to stay in the same box. So when you elevate, they're mad. You know what I'm saying? You can't give in to that. They're the opposition. They're scared of themselves not growing, so they're mad at you. You know what I'm saying? That's going to keep you in the low level and you're not going to grow. And then you're going to look up and be 50, 60. They off living their life and you depressed because you let somebody stop you from growing. You could listen, excuse my language, but you got me fucked up. And that's for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I'm being the change that I wish to see. You know what I'm saying? Motivate people to understand no matter what you had to go through in life, no matter what you was faced with in life, if you got through it and you beat the opposition, you can, listen, create a dream, stand on it, and go forward. Stop living day to day. Stop spending money on stuff you don't need. You know what I'm saying? And come from the heart. Do whatever you're doing from the heart, which means you're absent from the physical body. Anybody that had a goal or a dream probably had to go through wearing their clothes 2 and 3 times a week. Probably not showering from day to day because they're too focused on their mission where they're going. You know what I'm saying? But they're no longer worried about the traumas and the things that have set them back. And that's what helped them elevate and grow. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, I can't say it no more than this, but I know some really creative people out here in Sacramento, California, and I'll be so invested in their creative projects, and then I look up 2 and 3 months from now, you feel me, and they stopped. Something has stopped them from staying creative, and that is why we limit ourselves to stay in that box, and that's what keeps us stuck. So we never know where it could go or take off to because we have become stuck in the mental. And we have stopped our creative flow because we're too busy stuck in the now. Whatever it is, it's a solution to it. The only reason why you can't think of the solution because you're letting your emotions control it. Let the emotional part go and use your logical thinking to solve the problem. So therefore you can clear your mind and chase whatever dream you're trying to chase. So we can get to wherever we're trying to get to. You feel me? Everybody want the bag, realizing it's spiritual. How you see yourself in the spiritual is what will come in the physical. Because at some point, it'll both line up. But some people can't even imagine themselves nowhere in their brain because they're too busy stuck about a trauma that happened to them 5-10 years ago. And all you can think about is how you stuck there and it hurt you so bad that you don't care about thinking long term. You just care about what people think about you right now because you're insecure about your own self. And that's what's stopping you from thinking of yourself in a higher vibration in the spirit. Let go of things that don't serve you. Let go of things that you was doing as a teenager. Let it go. It's time to grow, man. You know what I'm saying? And I see myself elevating out of this space. I see myself elevating to you know what I'm saying, higher bars I set for myself. I have goals, you know what I'm saying? Write them down. When you get up in the morning, say them out loud. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I work out every morning. I don't got a gym, but I made one. What I have. Like, people stunt their growth because they want to. You can make something out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? I've always been a hustler. You know what I'm saying? So it's always something you could use to find a way to do what it is that you know you have to do to train yourself to have discipline, to keep going hard in whatever it is you're going in so you can see the results and the fruits of your labor in the long term. However long it takes you to heal, You feel me? When the universe feel that time is ready, they gonna pop it off. And you gonna get that yes, and it's gonna set off a whole melee. And you gonna be glad you stuck to the plan. So listen, if you don't know what it is, I just told you. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Because this is what it is.